YouTube, pop quiz. I'm going to show you a series of images and I want you to tell me at what point am I asking for sexual harassment or to be raped? Now? 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 Okay, so in case you need a little bit of help because you're not quite sure what the answer is I will never ask to be raped. I will never ask you to sexually assault me, to harass me in the street, or I will never ask you to gossip about me or shame me for my actions. And it doesn't matter what state I'm in, how drunk I am, who I'm with at the time, who I've fucked, who I haven't fucked, what I've done in the past, what I'm going to do in the future. This will always be the case. No one is ever going to ask for that. According to UN Women, 1 in 12 people in the States think that if a woman's had sex before she is raped, then she was probably responsible for her rape. That's one person on every jury. And to make things worse, defendant lawyers will often employ this tactic where they will entertain courtrooms with descriptive and exaggerated and very often very triggering tales of the sexy underwear that the woman was wearing on the night, or how much booze was involved, or what a luxurious and romantic night it was. Also, a victim's sexual history will be read out for a jury to hear, so that them and the judge can gossip and judge it as they see fit. And now these tactics are employed solely so that the linchpin of the conviction no longer rests on whether or not the victim gave consent, but instead on whether she's the kind of woman who would consent. Now, I shouldn't have to tell you this, but that is bullshit, okay? All the Barry White, all the scented candles and all the lacy underwear in all of the frickin' world does not substitute for active consent. But, and it is a big but, it's not just rape deniers and catcallers who fall into this trap of slut shaming. Oh no, us as women often can be the biggest slut shamers out there, and we are notorious for policing other women. Lipstick does not indicate an active sex life, and even if it did, like, firstly, that's none of our goddamn business, and secondly, when wanting sex such a bad thing, you know, it all ties into this kind of twisted, very gendered idea of the virgin whore dichotomy. You know, you've got to like sex and you've got to like having sex, but only in a very structured way, only in a Reed's Cosmopolitan, goes to Ann Summers, wants to enter a monogamous heterosexual relationship kind of way. You have to wear makeup, but you can't look like a clown. You've got to look natural even though you're like plastering the stuff on. You've got to take care of yourself. You've got to look nice, but you can't look too nice because, you know, those men, they can't hold back their natural urges. Now can they, ladies? When I was growing up and my boobs started setting, as they sometimes do, I was told that it was my fault that they looked big under my school uniform and that I should probably invest in a minimizer. The fact that I was told that my natural boobs were inappropriate and that it was my responsibility to cover them up because older men were making comments to me, you know, maybe, I'm just throwing this out there, we should be challenging the behaviour of slut shamers and catcallers instead of policing women, and instead of making them feel bad about their bodies and their personal choices, just to, control them, I guess. Resist gossip and call people out on their bad behaviour. So, I want to know, have you ever been called a slut? and if you have, what for? I definitely want to hear your stories of calling out catcallers and slut shamers and chasing them down the road and banging on doors and, you know, shouting them down in the middle of the street, because it's the only way to call them out on their behaviour, really. And also, you know, what's your sluttiest outfit? Oh no, wait, trick question, because there's no such thing as a slutty outfit, because it's all just a social construction. See you next time, guys. I look forward to seeing your comments and chatting to you further about sluts.